Today, we'll delve into the aftermath of ending a relationship with someone who has narcissistic traits. This journey is filled with emotional challenges and questions, especially about whether the narcissist feels any remorse. This topic resonates deeply with those who have experienced such relationships, reflecting their inner struggles after the betrayal of trust and shattered hopes. Curiosity about the narcissist's ability to feel regret naturally arises. We'll explore the nuances of narcissistic behavior, examining whether they experience remorse and sadness after a breakup or remain indifferent to their actions. We'll combine empathy and understanding to decode their seemingly detached demeanor and seek the truths behind their behavior. Now, let's focus on your feelings. You were genuinely invested in this person, loving them wholeheartedly. Some might say it was all an illusion, but your emotions were real. It's painful because you miss them, want them back, and are used to their presence. It's confusing when someone you care about suddenly leaves without explanation. They said they loved you and promised never to leave, yet now you feel abandoned. Their words and actions seem contradictory, leaving you hurt and confused. Our minds often choose the easier path, don't they? It's simpler to hold on to the comforting words "I love you" rather than face the harsh reality that their actions don't match. This inconsistency can leave you feeling lost in a storm of emotions that seem inescapable. You might wonder, do they even think about me? Given how much you invested in them, it's natural to expect some level of care in return. However, narcissists have a unique way of showing care, if it can even be called that. When you decide to leave, they have three main concerns. First, they are primarily concerned with protecting their reputation. They care more about how others see them than how your departure affects you. When my partner took a break from our relationship, my immediate worry was, how will people perceive me? I quickly crafted a narrative where I appeared as the victim, trying to maintain the image of a devoted partner. I panicked, thinking, how will this affect my reputation? They might even provoke conflicts to make you leave first, all to preserve their perfect image. Once you're out of the picture, their focus shifts to self-preservation, ignoring your feelings. They may use various tactics to draw you back, prioritizing their image over your well-being. Let's break down the hoovering strategy, a common tactic used by narcissists with several deceptive purposes. First, when they try to pull you back into the relationship, it's mainly to make themselves look good. They'll say things like, "See, I made an effort to reconcile. Doesn't that show I'm a good person?" This helps them maintain the illusion of being the perfect partner according to their twisted narrative. Another tactic they use is character assassination, where they spread lies about you to make themselves look better. They blame you for everything, portraying you as the villain to boost their own image. In extreme cases, they might accuse you of infidelity or abuse to tarnish your reputation and cast themselves as the hero. After a breakup, a narcissist is primarily concerned with how others see them. They'll go to great lengths to protect their public image, regardless of the harm it causes to others. It's all about them, and understanding this helps explain their behavior after a separation. A narcissist's top priority after you leave is their public image. Next, they focus on finances. Third and crucially, it's about control. For a narcissist, control is essential. They can't stand losing it. When you leave, it unsettles them because they're used to being in charge. Losing control over you is their biggest fear because their identity relies on being dominant. They constantly think, how do I regain control? This fear drives them to hoover you back into the relationship post-breakup in a desperate attempt to reclaim lost control. Hoovering is their way of pulling you back after the breakup to maintain their hold on you. They'll do anything to keep that control, even if it means lying to paint you as the cause of the breakup. It's all part of their plan to stay in control, even after the relationship has ended. Dealing with narcissists involves understanding three main elements that dominate their lives: their self-image, their finances, and their need for control. These are the core of narcissism, and they'll do anything to protect them. Recognizing their deep fear of losing control, their obsession with a perfect image, and their need for financial security is crucial when disentangling yourself from a narcissistic relationship. These factors also play a significant role in legal matters like divorces or custody battles, shedding light on their behavior after the relationship ends. A key truth about narcissists, especially during breakups, is their self-centered nature. They often make poor parents, neglecting their duties or pushing them onto others. Even pets may be ignored. Their lack of concern for your feelings or the relationship shows where their priorities lie. Remembering this can help when you have doubts. You might think, but didn't they say they cared? Didn't they promise to change? Those were just words without actions. The real measure is how they consistently treat you and others. Their main focus is on maintaining their image, protecting their money, and keeping control, especially after you're gone. It's important to know you're not losing touch with reality. The emotional whirlwind, uncertainty, and turmoil are normal parts of this process. Many have faced similar struggles and come out stronger. Don't hesitate to seek support or connect with others who have been through the same. Ending a relationship with a narcissist is tough, but understanding their focus on image, money, and control can help you make sense of their actions and move forward. You're not alone, and with time and support, you'll get through this. In conclusion, understanding a narcissist after a breakup can feel like entangling a complicated knot, difficult and confusing. But with the right knowledge and support, you can tackle it. If this discussion helped you, please share your thoughts or experiences below, and share this with others who might benefit. If you want more content like this, subscribe and turn on notifications. Your support encourages us to keep providing valuable information. Greetings, dear viewers. Delighted to have you back for another riveting segment on our channel. Today, we delve into a topic that ignites curiosity: the enigma of whether one's heart can truly be sealed off. Prepare for an enlightening journey as we navigate the labyrinth of narcissistic psyche. Ever experienced the deafening silence of being unheard? Narcissists frequently echo this sentiment, their actions a desperate bid for control, wielding it as a potent instrument to dominate and assert authority over others. Fear not, for even in the shadows, a glimmer of hope persists. Brace yourselves, as we unveil 10 harrowing scenarios capable of unsettling even the most entrenched narcissists. These moments pierce through the very core of their self-absorbed existence. Cling tight as we embark on this exhilarating voyage. The insights gleaned will arm you against their cunning machinations. This opportunity is non-negotiable. Let's dive straight into the 10 scenarios that induce fear even in the hearts of narcissists. Firstly, shattering the illusion. Penetrating the intricate tapestry of narcissistic falsehoods proves daunting, particularly when contending with individuals adept at distorting reality to serve their ends. Each interaction is meticulously orchestrated to advance their agenda, showcasing their adeptness at manipulating others. Peeling back the layers of deceit triggers their instinctual defenses, erected to safeguard their illusory grandeur. Secondly, illuminating vulnerability. Beyond the facade meticulously crafted by narcissists lies a fragile soul, concealed beneath a veneer of invincibility. Those who rely on projecting invulnerability live in perpetual dread of exposure and public humiliation. The mere thought of their charade unraveling sends their inflated egos into a tailspin, prompting frantic efforts to shield their fabricated persona from scrutiny. Stripping away their mask reveals the vulnerability lurking beneath the facade of deceit. While confronting their transgressions may prove discomforting, it unveils the stark truth concealed behind the veil of deception. 3. Making a case for sovereignty. When you challenge a narcissist's constant need for control, you get a clear picture of someone who is consumed by an unquenchable desire for power and whose constant demands drain the energy and self-esteem of those around them. Taking back power becomes necessary. It is important to make it clear that deceptive behavior will not be accepted. You prove that your needs are valid by setting clear limits, claiming your independence, and refusing to give in to feelings of not being good enough. Take charge and make plans that are in line with your goals, because your life is worth a lot. The fourth point is rebellion against authority. Get caught in the complicated web of a narcissist's control? Not give in to their power plays. Be strong in your independence and use your power with unwavering resolve as you question their intentions and accept your freedom. When the narcissist is pushed, their front starts to fall apart. If you can't get them to do what you want, they may become more aggressive. Narcissists put their own wants ahead of everything else and are very good at manipulating situations to get what they want. Remember to stay alert, get away from them, be determined, and enjoy your freedom. Fifth point. How to give good criticism. It takes skill to reveal a narcissist, and it's even more difficult to criticize them, especially when it comes to their looks or strengths that are important to their ego. People with deep-seated fears are easily hurt by comments like these, which could break their fragile sense of self-worth and reveal their weaknesses. If you need feedback, be careful how you give it. Pick your words carefully and try not to sound critical. Point 6. Putting the narcissistic victimhood myth to the light. Helping a loved one through the hard parts of life comes with its own challenges. Imagine going through these problems with a narcissist, someone who is very good at manipulating people while pretending to be a victim. Know that you are not responsible for their mental well-being. When people are criticized, they want to feel good about themselves while avoiding taking responsibility for their flaws. You don't have to give up your mental stability. There is no requirement to fix someone who doesn't want to fix themselves. Point 7. Turn down the narcissists need to be worshipped. Choose real love over the fake version that narcissists sell. Withholding praise shakes their carefully constructed image. If they aren't given constant praise, they may use emotional blackmail. Take this fact to heart. You can't control how they feel about themselves. You have no choice but to plan how you handle your appointments. Limiting praise that is too much lessens the harm. You do not owe anyone your love, time, or life. Put your own well-being first, set clear limits, and protect your ability to stay alive. Point 8. Creating peace in the middle of the storm. Choosing peace in the middle of chaos is the most important thing. Narcissists like it when things are chaotic and plan them to make things worse. Take charge by controlling your emotions. Denying their provocations makes their plans useless, which lowers their power. Don't give in to the temptation of getting caught up in fear and codependency. Their theater acts are a way for them to get praise and approval. You should put up strong walls, ignore their complicated plans, and make a clear statement. You refuse to be a part of their big show. It's important to have a good knowledge of how narcissists work in order to deal with them effectively. They usually don't want to cut ties with someone, so they'd rather let someone else make that hard choice while keeping control. Giving up power is against their very nature. They enjoy being in charge of people they've captured and ruled. The problem is that narcissists often try to build what they call a narcissistic harem, a group of people who are always ready to boost their ego. Why? In their hearts, they rely on other people to make them feel good about themselves. As a result, the chance that a narcissist will freely cut ties with someone is very small. Getting along with people, especially narcissists, is a complicated web of feelings and actions. The narcissist's worst fear comes true when they realize you've cut ties with them for good and have no plans to get back together. They get a harsh reality check when they lose power and their main source of support goes away, throwing them into chaos. When a narcissist does something so clear-cut, confusion takes over their world. They have strong feelings of loss and rejection that consume them. They lose control and try to get it back by manipulating others, getting angry, or acting like they don't care, even though they are going through a lot of emotional turmoil. People who have ended relationships with narcissists need to understand this pattern more than anything else. For them, It gives them the tools they need to handle the fallout well. The sections that follow will go into more detail about the complicated things that narcissists do in these situations. When you have to make the hard decision to cut ties for good, it's important to put yourself first. We'll talk about different ways to keep yourself safe during this rough time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this movie with anyone who is having the same problems. When we deal with narcissists, we can all come out better. The people who are narcissists don't realize how badly their behavior affects your health. They don't see that you could become aware of their actions and choose freedom. These people will try to convince you that you need them. But when you finally cut ties with them, it can cause a mental breakdown that makes them act in strange ways. Getting rid of a narcissist as a partner is like cutting off their life support. They get a lot of pleasure from controlling you, and taking that power away is like denying them air. I really hope that no one ever has to go through this, but it's important to know how powerful you are when things like this happen. You are stronger than narcissists and can heal and move forward. They can't get past their self-centeredness because they are stuck in their problem. So, when you're about to lose it with a narcissist, remember that you have full power. You are smart enough to ask for help and move forward, while they are stuck in their own confusing maze. If you tell a narcissist that you want to break up with them, they will do anything to get you back. They act like they are deeply hurt, as if the fact that you won't let them stay in your life has caused you permanent harm. If you're dealing with a liar who changes their mind often, be careful now. Find out what kind of person they are and how they work, and then take steps to protect yourself. A narcissist's first reaction is usually to become fixated. They just can't give up the idea of having you, even if they act like they don't care. It's just a front they put up to protect their ego. They don't show any weakness because they're afraid that if they do, you'll know how painful it is to be rejected. But underneath their tough exterior, they're deeply hurt. When you clearly tell them you're leaving for good, they feel a deep sense of loneliness because all ties have been severed, like the last chapter in your relationship with them ending. You will get a lot of calls, texts, and emails. Some of them might even ring your doorbell and want to talk to anyone who knows you. In the comments, people could talk about times they've dealt with these types of people. Having kids around makes it even harder to deal with your ego. To keep them from giving in, you need to be extra careful. Some narcissists use family separation as a way to get what they want. When they think they are losing control, things get even worse. If they can't keep you in line, they might try to make your kids hate you. They will do anything